Atuagama, Maganola, Mungandomi, Koyo, Latino Nugosuo, Lomi Konyo, Awasuo, Ladunga Nugosuo. Atuagama, Wana Mungandomi, Koyo, Watuagani, Maganola, Mungandomi, Koyo Suo, Atuagama, Maganola, Mungandomi, Koyo. Latino Nugosuo, Lomi Konyo, Awasuo, Ladunga Nugosuo. Akangindo vitu zongen watu wama mipanyo. Akangindo vitu zongen mikonyo sekela Kenya. Akangindo vitu zongen mikonyo. Akangindo vitu zongen watu wama awasuo. Akangindo vitu zongen mikonyo.
Oh. Parapon que tu as tout temps.
Tu fous en wen, mais que y'a le tomunga. Tu fous en wen, le tomunga, mon mi-quagnon. Tu fous en wen, mais que y'a le tomunga. Tu fous en wen, le tomunga, mon mi-quagnon. Voilà, dis oui, souvent. Voilà, dis oui, senteng et yamunga, et fous en wen. Voilà, dis oui, souvent. Voilà, dis oui, senteng et la abnunga, donc et tout seul. Voilà, dis oui, souvent.
In this world, if you don't have what you love what you have. For not all the fingers are equal. And when the Lord closes the door, somewhere he opens a window.
Make when you leave face you. Make when you do what you want. Oh, what's your face you? Make when you do what you want. Won't be crying your face you. Make when you do what you want. Won't be crying your face you. It was again what you want. Won't be crying your face you. It was again what you want. Won't be crying your face you. Make when you leave la don't. Make when you leave face you. Put it get we won't what you want. What we won't face you. Put it get we won't what I'm going.
Oh, hey, what was it? To put our
Wongi ya muande, wana komuande, wana komuande ile, wasuma diridie,
wasuma tumagambi
ile, wasuma diridie, ambuki la dongande, twelungi ya dongande ile. Kondomie, wabatuma, nyakila donga. Ambuma, nyakila nundunu, namfala pema. Zetsoli la muande.
Makampongo tu walando, zanya zabile wiwuli. Makampongo walando, zabile wasiri. Makampongo tu walando. They want to be my company, Walanoza. Oswo, Omo Consomina, la Perita. Omo Consomina, la Sandanta. Omo Consomina, la Perita. Oh, Acha was a boy. There is some Samina. What you want to
Ndili la adogati me on sentunge yamu Yamuga, Ntili la Adongande. Ntili la Adongande, Ntili wa Sensunga, Yamuga, Ntili la Adongande.
Well, greetings, Ambazonia. Greetings to homeland, home front, and greetings to all the soldiers and the defenders of homeland. I come here this special holiday for Ambazonian people for start up with you, for make you know, say we get a number of programs where they come up today, but I just come for stir up your mind, for make you know, say we dey move ahead despite anything way it hear and anything way it go on, we dey move ahead. If you tell somebody say we dey move ahead, and then you go see the movement way we dey move ahead, because it be very, very possible and very true. Say we dey move ahead. It no matter which way to go on, we dey move ahead. Well, I don't come in here while the wait my colleague make it join me for here in the person of Dr. Tata. Make it join me so that we fit get things going, and we go like for take some calls from home front, and we would like for know which way it be your opinion, and we would like for answer some of your questions. But before my colleague come, Dr. Tata, I want for make and say, make some Ambazonians, they make them know. I don't hear and I don't see a lot of young people where did they enter for inside broadcast, and they coach old people. I they laugh because now young people the way they coach old people them, and they coach people the way they don't pass some route. I they laugh because, and then they never yet reach that route, and a road where they go pass them. So it be very dull and very stupid for you, for the laugh somebody way it don't struggle for cross bridge. So they fall several times, he manage to cross and finish, but you never yet start. You never start for cross bridge. Then you they laugh the person way it try for cross the bridge. So I pity those kind of young men where they behave like that. So my advice for you now, say, if you don't begin coach old people then because of your ignorance, stop it. If you don't get something to talk and you must talk, go find prayer book. That is, Bible. Begin read them. It will give you sense. Because if you don't know history, with history, though they don't write them now for inside Bible, but it will be a tradition where it will be laid down to us by our forefathers, where the scriptures, Bible, it tell me, say, these people, them, their Bible, it will be written for inside their hearts. So if their Bible will be written inside their hearts, and today they don't put them down in writing where many of una they deny for read them, and then you follow the demonic and satanic way for coach elder them, coach people the way they don't manage, go ahead where still there for that age where you there. At the just pity you, now for pity you. I don't know whether this one the first caller we want to get them on our way to the caller don't drop. Remember, we did for ABC, and as we did for ABC, I don't talk say we want for get a way where we go fit help young people them. And the advice we are again for young people where they don't know history, now say time don't reach where I go one for back all young people the way that they use insultive words, especially on their elders. You know, especially on their elders. If you insult elders the way they don't go ahead of you, achieve the little where you are much, you check say you don't achieve much, just watch out, young man, because what way you do now, you destroy your future. And once you destroy your future, now all that for you. Because if you bite finger away, it bite you. I mean, it feed you. If you bite finger away, it feed you. Now just the piece of advice that way I want for talk for advise you, and if you get ears for hear, then make you hear. If you get ears for hear, make you hear. If you don't get ears for hear, continue with your insults. I don't finish for that one. Number two, I want to talk say today we will get a number of programs the way they're going to come up. First of all, your history or our history, where Dr. Tata will soon join me for here, for talk with history. Why would you talk history? Many people they don't know say every current event where it don't take place and where things that they happen today. Now, as a result of that current event where they will take place, then they either destroy the foundation or they build the foundation. So if you build the foundation on a faulty ground, then you're not going to get the truth and an outstanding foundation or an outstanding house. But if you build the truth on a foundation where it be strong and where it be healthy, I believe say, at the end of the day, we know say all man go die. But you see some people they die young. Some people they die where they never be fulfilled. Some people they just enter for this life, pass through the air like bird, where they leave no footprints. But human beings, they be different. That is why God make the human being very different from all other creatures. But unfortunately, human beings, they don't deny the way of truth. Remember that old adage where the talk say, truth is bitter, but must be spoken. I know say, many of we don't hear that kind talk. Truth is bitter, but must be spoken. Now, if truth is bitter, but must be spoken, then we must continue for talk the truth. The history of what we did today, we don't fight. We don't fight so we don't reach this place we are now. And then we go, as we will continue for fight, we go see, as we continue for fight, we will see how we go end and laying the foundation for we papa them where they don't get enough knowledge and enough understanding like we get them today. Because if they will get that knowledge and get that understanding, if they don't see, because the old book, the Bible, it talks about it. Bible talks say, make you not put confidence in a man. And Bible talks say, make you not trust a friend. Now Bible that. If we papa they don't read these words, though they be there for their hearts, and they be check say all man they like them. I do always repeat that, even up till today. Some of us, people like me, when you tell me say you be a believer, a child of God, I take you seriously. and I don't take them seriously to my chagrin. That means say for my disappointment, because human being they change, and I think way Bible don't talk, way I don't read them. Now, if you get that notion in mind, you go to treat with everybody, any man with caution. They look in back head, then they look the back head for Jesus, where he they follow for front. And if you know, do that one, I'm telling you, you will end up being destroyed, not because say you fear God, but it go be now, you go end up being destroyed by your foolishness. When you go call and say foolish them. So I don't want to talk say Ambazonians. If you truly be an Ambazonian, because all these agents of La Republique, where they can't make noise for with television, they can't make noise for write rubbish, for distract we. When we there on the air, they come for chat room, they write rubbish. If now truly La Republique, they write them, we not get no problem. But if now Ambazonian them, where they don't call them all kind by kind names them, they see how well La Republique they still kill their own. And some cloud is there for their face where don't blind them for no see. Then I feel pity them small and give them these words of wisdom and this advice. But if you be an Ambazonian, and you don't get nothing for talk for this fight where it go on for free homeland, I go back you say me keep quiet. Because no man of it take gun shoot your own foot for day. And I saw you do am. You check say you do am so no man know they see you. But unfortunately, if you don't believe for what way God he talk, and you don't believe in God, at least you believe for that way they call and say karma. You know karma, no? It go up, it come back. So all the noise where they make them for discourage the people of Ambazonia for take their homeland, because you never know history. When we want to talk history, some people they curse we say old fools deceiving the youth. Of course, youths where they never think. I mean, some of them all this one way they talk so. If not truly youths, then they are youths, they are useless youths who cannot think for themselves. Where they never initiate, where their brain it be like a 1933 brain. Meanwhile, the brain of old people, where they be there for 1933, it don't develop past your own way. It's supposed to be a high brain at the PTU. Now, I don't hear another language where they talk say, you know, they change team where they win. If a team is the win, you know if it change them. Now, most people the way they be born them for Republic of Cameroon in the days of Ahijo. Even though Ahijo will be a silent killer and a silent dictator, it not will be as outright and as spoken like the Beti Bulu tribe, where they take over the country. The Chop Sote broke port. Now they not only broke their own port, they cross over. Every wise and nice Ambazonian, they take them. I will hear a little bit of the history of Dr. Fallon, a brain from La Republique, one of the founders and forefathers of this British Southern Cameroons. As soon as La Republique will know a qualification and a post and what way if you do, they take ye, bury ye for inside their government. After some years, he discovers say he be like a rat in the midst of cats. Well, it will be a little bit too late for you to carry out the reforms and the way he will get for do. But they don't capture you. So today, many Ambazonians, where they will start this struggle in the 90s. See which way they did, which way they don't end. That one a history where we'll get to learn. For no say, the beginning is good, but it's not good enough. the way matter na the end of that beginning where you dey inside, where you don't start am. And so we dey come on air now for help tell the Ambazonian people, say time don't reach where these youths and the people of Ambazonia, they get for stand up for focus on the enemy and for one thing. And that focus on the enemy no mean say, yes, it's good for people inside one house, but I'd always refer to different tribes. Even for one village, yes, one village, you get quarters. That quarters then be very significant. That quarter they link to a family, because from a family you get quarter them. From quarter you get a tribe. From tribe you get a village. From village you go down to a county, and from county you now come up to country. So all these things, then they work, they did everywhere. Remember 12 tribes of Israel. They call them 12 tribes of Israel. The same picking them from the same father, but get different behaviors. So if Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians, with all the different group, the way they don't form them over the years, if that group they be formed because say, I don't agree with this money ideology, I get my own ideology. Now the way this way I want to follow, and you follow that way, and you know to cross the way of this other person where you don't like the ideology. If a good, if a means we fight for the same thing, but from different ways. But unfortunately, now on ABC, we the elders on our history, we come for educate the young one the way they still get strength. They still get mind for renovate, for initiate. They still get the mind for think, for create and pave a way where even though they did for their different groups, they fit to fight La Republic. But the truth is the opposite. They instead join La Republic, plenty of them unknowingly, and many of them knowingly. Yes. And they pretend, because pretense now another aspect where a day in the life of an average human being. It kill you, so they pretend they cry. When I eat, kill you, but it pretend for cry. Sometimes it cry pass even you way you did die, and the immediate people the way it don't take away their family member. Yes. Now so it day for this life. But you see, with a different religion, the way they day in the world, only one lifestyle where it be out of religion, and that lifestyle, now the lifestyle of Christianity, where it actually see and it actually know what for do. But many people, they no want to pay the price, because if you say you be a Christian, that means you must act like Christ. He said when they slap you for this cheek, you turn another cheek. Meanwhile, you go ahead for do the job where you're supposed to do. Now, let me tell you why Jesus be talk against where Moses be don't talk. Because if it don't be a change of government, Moses be talk say an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But when Jesus become, he be talk say wait. If some man slap you for this side, turn the other one. If you take your coat, give him monkey coat, make you go with her. Why Jesus be talk so? Jesus be talk so because of a historical background where many people they don't know. Now remember, the Jewish people, they feel superior in the world in those days, just like La Republic, they feel superior over an average Ambazonian. No matter how educated, knowledgeable, talented, and intelligent you are, La Republic will look you like a slave. Any position where they put you for a place where they quickly control you. So also, It will be the situation of the Israelites for among the Roman government, time when Jesus be there. And so when Jesus become, they will ask you how he go restore their kingdom back to them and make them go back, worship their God for Jerusalem. Then, by that time, the ruler over the free people of Israel were the Romans. But these Jewish people, they will feel superior because they will not say they be picking them for God. And Romans, they be following a Satan, according to them. So they will be superior. And when a Roman send you for go do something, he go vex, they go curse. But when Jesus become, he say, for now, you are a slave to these Gentiles. Whatever they tell you to do, go ahead. If they ask you to go 1 mile, go 2. For proof for them, say, your papa way there for heaven. He know where to way. He want say, make you be tomorrow. No retaliate, because retaliation, it just talk say you dey like them. So show a difference. So also, for Ambazonians, they be the people the way they get the best of brains and they understand a number of things as far as Jesus or the kingdom of God is concerned. La Republique, of course, say they grew up under a satanic regime, and up till tomorrow, they still be followed satanically. Their actions, the way they do their things, they show say demons, they really be in control. And what should an average Ambazonian do in this kind of situation? Many go talk say, do me, I do you. Slap back. But I want to tell we say, that slap back, it not be the plan of God. It not be the purpose of God. No. Not be so way God, it wants to make the thing a go. God, it wants to make you and I, make we show a difference by defending ourselves, by standing for the truth of which way Ambazonia it be. And if you stand for the truth of which way Ambazonia be, then you will be able for let the Ambazonian people take over their land. And if you be able for make the Ambazonian people take over their land, then you go do the right thing, where you go make Ambazonians for take over their land. So what we are to talk now say, we, the elders, where we share the history of Ambazonia, and they bring also related stories for help we know what way we fit do for free we own homeland. But people the way they check say we did for 21st century and everything for 21st century, nah, the little book where they know, they work so. You must work and build on history. And once build on history, and so once you fit learn history and you go by history, especially history where it build on a solid foundation, and they tell you say you go make a difference. Now, a lot of things they don't happen where Ambazonian people they feel build on that lot of things where it happen, so that they fit go ahead and make their way very different. But unfortunately, as it be, many Ambazonians, they don't want to learn from history. They want to create their own way and go their own way and follow their own ideologies, where each person, they come up with their own idea. Any man, they come up with their own idea. It's not bad, but when you come up with your own idea, look for people the way they get the similar idea with you, and then you fuse them in. When you fuse the people in with a similar idea, I'm telling you, you go feed for help the Ambazonian people for go the way they fit for go, so that things go worker the way they get for worker, so that other people they can fit learn, and especially you fit stand for way to way. It go help you for move faster and for move forward. Yes, with the drag foot, they go from the come back, they go from the come back. Why is it so? Now, because many people, not a few, many people, not a few, they don't decide for not put ear for history way with the talk. When I been go school in those days, they been teach we Arabian Night entertainment. And back for village, we been hear fairy tales. Oh, was she done around fireside, the burn corn. And as with the burn corn, we mommy them and we papa them, they tell we story them where they fit frighten you, and story the way they fit make you go into adventure. Now I can't think that way we be here. But today, I think we don't all turn around, go into an influence where I want to put them in the correct language, because I know that anything will not be out for support another person is demonic control. Many people don't accept some evil spirits for inside them, and they don't know. And plenty no one know. Saying a demonic spirit, they be this where they follow. Plenty don't want to know about it. But my dear friend, if you don't wake up, you talk say you want to go for Ambazonia, and for go for that Ambazonia, it pass you, for go for that Ambazonia, you go na your own way, and you find na your own things them, and to follow way to way. God, he don't put them in place, especially people the way they despise government. Yes, they despise government. They despise the government of God. They despise the leadership of God. They despise anything where it be from God. You know why? Because anything and everything where it be from God, na a spirit. And remember, I don't tell we. Say Bible talk say wait. Say by their fruits we shall know them. Yes. And if by their fruits we shall know them, then I check say time don't reach for we for know who way it be who, as this fight it go on. My dear friends, God he never finish with Ambazonia, but he don't start. And the starting way don't start with Ambazonia. Now for help Ambazonians, make them wake up. Make them wake up, and then make they enter the plan where God get for the Ambazonian people. And if you don't agree for God for take over, and then make you you enter for a plan, then na your cup of tea o, because you no go fit talk tomorrow say we don't tell you. No, we don't tell you. And because we don't tell you, we will continue to tell you as Ambazonians. Say it is so, time don't reach for every one of you, especially as God don't use this we brother, what they call and say Reverend Dr. Samuel Sako Ekome. God don't help all we through ye. Say it make things them very, very easy. Easy for we, for pick up and for follow. How it make it easy? It make and say every individual, if he be belonging, that means you fit get into your village, go for your house where they feel recognize you, bring your contribution in cash, in kind, intellectually, and otherwise. Because this fight where we dey inside as Ambazonians, the fight don't pass La Republico, it don't pass them. And that is why, because the fight don't pass them, they find a very common way for take over. That they come back for inside house. They take over, they try to take over house. Yes, they try to take over the people of the house where they fight. It don't pass them. And then they know say they get a secret. That secret now says, since these people they don't show enough wisdom, overshadow way, overpass way, more try to enter for their midst. And they can't enter for we missed. Unfortunately, some Ambazonian people them. I mean some, not all. Some Ambazonian people them, together with people the way they claim say they be Ambazonia. They talk like Ambazonia. They dress like Ambazonia. Mimic Ambazonia them. They pick up one LGA or one county, talk saying that they are own that. But wait truly for their hearts, they know say they no be true to Ambazonia. Because join blood and mixed blood, it dey plenty. And this join blood and mixed blood, where it dey plenty, it don't make them in such a way that many Ambazonians, many, not a few, plenty of them, they don't lose focus. They don't know who's away then they don't know who's away they go, and they believe say all thing it go the way where they member say they go. But this interim government, it don't do something very, very fundamental, where despite the successes where they get them last year, 2021, all man, if you see say La Republique, it don't go. It don't go. It don't go. And plenty glad if it dey for heart, say they don't go. Suddenly, young people then way they coach their elders, where they give them a way out and how for defend their future. If I get how many more years for live, at least it no go pass 40 years for me for live. But you where you be 40, at least if you go live up to my age, then you be within this other year the way I'm name am so, if Christ tarries to come. And like an elder way I don't see where to way be day. Now I see where to way a day now. And then I try to take weight away if it don't be. Put them to weight away there now for make a better future. Because any person will know the progress. Any pikin will know the grow. It be a burden to the family. You will grow so they go reach for time where God don't talk say sugar. Then you pass, you go. You leave the other people. And so on and so on and so on and so on. But for you to live in perpetual slavery throughout your life, it not be the will of God. Haba. If begin to grow, so they reach a point where it come up for a papa house. Go for your own house. Go do what way if you do for your own house. Then I think say it don't reach time where our slavery for inside La Republique, it get for stop. Oh yes, it get for stop. We see what happened for Limbe or Victoria. I don't want to go into speculations, but when I see some picture today where they drag somebody out of water where they toxin at the place where water they come out for that people then. I don't know me. But my dear friends, wait where at the talk for we at this moment make it sink for inside we hearts and make our people make they understand. Say time don't reach. And this time we don't reach, the time where an average person, especially people that when they don't climb she don't for fence. Yes, they deal on the fence, they watch. Make other people then fight. Make they can't chop. I remember one of the tribes of Israel, where they will come out Egypt. They never crossed Jordan for go possess the real land where God talks say me they go possess them. This tribe can't see this place near Jordan, be well watered, and the place be fine plenty. What did they be do? They tell Moses say, or Joshua, I know one of the leaders, say it is so, this place fine. What she done for here? Then the servant of God tell them, yes, when I go she done for there, but when I know she done for there where with our brother, they never get place for she done. So they follow, they cross over to the other side of Jordan. They fight, they defeat the enemies, they leave their brothers, they settle for that land. Then they go back for their cattle and for their picking them and for their family. And they grow. Now so it be get for B when it come for the situation of Ambazonia. Now so it get for day where Ambazonians they go wake up like one man, then cross over, fight. If you don't want to remember La Republique, when I drive them out of our land. Yes, drive them out of our land so that when you drive them out of our land, our children, where they don't finish school, they be more qualified than some of these slave masters. And then the old ancestors, where they don't supposed to retire, go for their graves because of the wickedness. Some of them don't sacrifice their own picking them. Oh yes, they don't sacrifice their own picking them, and the day while they're picking they die. Why? Because they hide history. History, the talk say there is always a handing over. Oh yes, there is always a handing over. It's not going to be forever. Time must come where you must hand over. And for you, for hand over, yes, for you, for hand over, you need to get a number of people then where you don't begin train them. Man, no, just wake up Go now for some villages. You see some papa, they are shrined. You don't turn farmland. Why? Because their own picking them. They grew up to be drunkards. They grew up for not be custodians of the graves and the places of their ancestors. So they not be get no responsibility. And at the end of the day, what happened? All that people them, they lost. My dear friend, as an elder, I did here for again reiterate and tell the young people, stop your oversense where it be empty theory. Follow people the way they know they only talk theoretically, but they get substance where they don't put them for ground. For you to learn, for improve on that substance. I tell you now, I tell we Ambazonians, say this interim government where they don't cast them down, but they don't destroy them. They don't make them a fall, but not permanent. They don't make them, they don't do all kind of thing for extinguish them, destroy them, wipe them out. It is still stand. You know the secret why they stand? It is stand because they follow the footsteps of our elders. They follow the footsteps of the Pa Litumbe. They follow the footsteps of Pa Endele. They follow the footsteps of Dr. Njongu Foncha, Dr. Folon, and many others where they will rebel and they will revolt against the tyranny and the usurping of authority by the people the way it may be their right. But this interim government don't wake up a stand by way to way we forefathers they will realize. When they will realize this kind of a thing where it will go on, they jump up and they say, never again, no more. Yes, they say no more. And as they will say no more, God, for a manifold wisdom, he bring us somebody where number one, he be as bold as David. We know the fear Goliath. Number two, he brings somebody who is as wise as a serpent. Number three, he brings somebody who will be as harmless as a dove, will be patient. He put the person at the helm of our governance. And because of these qualities, where the people out there, the world, they know fit quickly push them out. They know fit quickly destroy. Now, as the man stand his grounds, and they delete Ambazonia, for which way Ambazonia they go, the others, they bite their tongues. They scratch their head. They try all the tactics and the PhD tricks of La Republic. It no work. Now they come outrightly, open and physically, for make sure, say me they destroy the quest of the Ambazonian people. But my dear brothers and my dear sisters, fellow Ambazonians, why I bring this history for all of us, especially the young men? Stop your insult. I don't tell you, if you be less than 50 years and you get into a forum or to a chat like this, and you be inspired for throwing insults for way you don't know, and way you don't feel substantiate am. My dear friend, well, now a warning and also an advice, because you may never reach the ages of these old men that you are insulting. You may never. Old man fit coach small pikin for correction, for directions, for instructions, for encouragement, and for rebuke, and for warning, and for advice. But a young man, no sir. Even the Holy Book talks say, make you no accuse an elder. But I don't see a lot of demagogues, people the way their brain sometimes they walk upside down. They talk things the way they know fit substantiate am. And other people them where they be lazy for find out. They just take am like gospel truth and they go ahead with it. Well, I want to let Ambazonians know, say that one will not be the situation. Again, our number will be on the screen. If you get any question, you fit ask the question. This broadcast, it no go actually stop, but we go continue with Reverend Dr. Johnson Tata, where he join me for studios for a continuation of our history. And for the short time where you don't be with me, I know say you don't at least learn something. As a young man, stop insulting elders. Appreciate what they don't do, then build on top of it and reform it and make it suit your day. You'll be doing yourself good. The interim government never condemned the days of Endele, the days of Foncha, and of course, they are instead picking up from the days of Jua, because that would be the last elected official of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, Southern Cameroon at that time, where these chief people they can't enter, cut short, where time never reach. Then they impose one of us, where they don't corrupt them. So today, at the camp for here, forgive this very, very stern and serious advice, so that make we, the Ambazonian people, make we know say our history, it be very, very fundamental. And because it be fundamental, I no go like to make we take them jokishly. All right, while we listen to this powerful, traditional, inspired song from one of our LGAs from Minchim County, it be a moral song just to teach we way, some morals and how do you call it, humor, humor for we village. So more listen to it while I get ready and bring in Dr. Johnson Tata for continue for this episode. God bless you.
Wa